You guys, I've been seeing Moo Deng all over the place. If you don't know, Moo Deng is a cute little hippo baby. Thailand's version of Fiona, if you please. So I thought today we'd make one. You can get the pattern in the show notes and in the comments, and you can also see a short video version by clicking the link in the upper right hand corner right now. So let's get started. Is sew the belly, and I'm going to leave a space open right here so that I can turn it like this right here. So this is sewn together except for the middle, and that'll be where I turn it right side out. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to put these two together. Now you could just cut it out as one whole piece, overlapping the shaded areas, and just tape the pattern together. But this way, it'll give the chin area a different color. Like this. And I'm going to set that aside. And now I'm going to do the ears. So I have two brown, and that'll be the outside of the ear, and two pink. I sewed them together around the outside, turned them right side out, and gave them a press. They're not perfect, but it'll do. And now I'm going to attach these to the hippo. All right. I'm going to fold them in half this way. And mine don't match up, so I'm going to trim it. And I want the inside of the ear to be facing the nose. So I'm going to put it here. And give it a pin. And because I trimmed the other one, I want to trim this one just as much so that the ears aren't too different. They're always going to be a little different. And then pin it to this side. Okay. Now I'm going to sew the neck to the bottom. And I'm going to attach them with right sides together at the neck like this. And you can see that they are two different shapes. So I'm going to put it in the machine like this. And I'm going to sew, and as I sew, I'm going to pivot the fabric until these two are together. That's a funny shaped piece. All right, now I'm going to attach the back, the belly to the hippo. I'm going to start with one side and line this up. I'm just going to give it a pin here to hold it. And I'm going to start at the back, and I'm going to sew all the way around on the one side. And it will end right up in the behind. Okay. And that's what it looks like on this side. Okay. And now I'm going to make the tail. I fold it in half. And with the folded side, the folded edge up, I'm going to put it in the behind. And I want to pin it how I want it to look when it's unfolded. So if I were to pin it up like this, the tail would stick straight up. So I'm going to pin it with the tail pointing down. And it's going to get a pin that's out of the way so I don't sew over it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this other side of the hippo and sew it on this side. So I've sewn it the rest of the way around. You can see the head is 3 pieces. Do the belly. And then anywhere there is a curve, I slashed the seam allowance. Neat. So now, very carefully, because there are pins in these ears, I'm going to turn this right side out. And there's our little hippo. The belly, you can see the paint goes up to the lower lip. A cute little tail and ears. Okay, so at this point, if you wanted to put a face on it, you could. You could use eyes like this. They have a post on them with a closure. I'm just going to leave mine plain, but you could put buttons on there. You could embroider. You could applique. There's lots of different things you can do. But if you want to decorate it up, think about whether or not you want to accessorize it while before it gets stuffed. Sometimes after you stuff it, it gets difficult to work with. So I'm going to stuff it up. And if I was going to weight it with anything, then I would prepare those pouches now. This guy's not getting weighted. Okay, let's stuff him up. There he is, cute little hippo. All right, I'm going to use a needle and thread to sew up the belly. Okay, he's sewn up, and I just noticed that the way I sewed the face on gave him a head tilt. It's got personality. All right, now you're going to notice that the front legs stick out to the sides. So I'm going to give it a little stitch. I'm just going to stitch right in here. Bring the leg in just a little further. Okay, so now his leg goes down. See how that one goes straight out? Okay, I'm going to give that a trim and then do it on the other side. Just right there. And now we have a hippo.